Question number 171. Imagine you are a BI developer working for a software company. You are building a Power BI report to analyze customer usage data for a new mobile app. The data is stored in three separate Azure SQL databases. Development database, used for testing new features and development work. Test database, used for quality assurance and user acceptance testing. Production database contains the live production data used by the app. You want to create a single Power BI report .pbix file that can connect to any of these databases depending on the current development stage. You want to avoid using deployment pipelines to keep the solution simple and minimize administrative overhead. Challenge: how can you configure your Power BI report to dynamically switch between these databases without creating separate reports or using deployment pipelines? What type and how many parameters should you create in your Power BI report to achieve this dynamic data source switching? Option A. Create 3 parameters of type text. Option B. Create 2 parameters of type true or false. Option C. Create 1 parameter of type text. Option D. Create 1 parameter of type decimal number. The correct answer is option C. Create 1 parameter of type text. A single text parameter can store the database name or server or database combination. By changing this parameter value, the same PBIX can dynamically point to development, test, or production without duplicating reports or using deployment pipelines. Question number 172. Imagine you are a data analyst working on a Power BI report. You have connected to an Excel file stored on a shared network drive and created a query to import data from it. However, when you try to execute the query in Power Query Editor, you encounter the following error message. Data source.error, could not find file. Question: what are 2 possible reasons why you are getting this error message? Option A. The file has been deleted or moved to a different location. Option B. The file is currently open in another application, preventing Power BI from accessing it. Option C. Your network connection is unstable or unavailable, preventing Power BI from reaching the file. Option D. You don't have the necessary permissions to access the file on the shared drive. The correct answer is option A. The file has been deleted or moved to a different location. Option C. Your network connection is unstable or unavailable, preventing Power BI from reaching the file. The could not find file error typically occurs when the file path is no longer valid because the file was deleted or moved, or when Power BI cannot reach the shared network location due to an unstable or unavailable network connection. 173. Imagine you are a data analyst who has created a Power BI report to track website traffic for your company. The report contains a line chart that shows the number of website visitors over time. You want to give your colleagues the option to view this data as a column chart if they prefer that visualization. However, you don't want to spend a lot of time creating and maintaining separate visuals or report pages. Question: what's the simplest and most efficient way to allow users to switch between viewing the website traffic data and a line chart or a column chart within the same report? Option A. Add a slicer to the report that allows users to filter the data and change the chart type. Option B. Create a duplicate page in the report with a column chart and provide a navigation button. Option C. Enable the personalized visuals option in the report settings. Option D. Embed the report in a custom web application and provide a toggle to switch between chart types. The correct answer is option C. Enable the personalized visuals option in the report settings. Personalized visuals allows users to change the visual type themselves, such as switching between a line chart and a column chart without duplicating visuals or pages, making it the simplest and most efficient solution. Question number 174. Imagine you are a data analyst working for a large retail chain. You are analyzing sales data to understand overall performance and identity trends. However, you have noticed that some extreme values, outliers, are skewing your analysis and making it difficult to get a clear picture of typical sales pattern. You want to exclude these outliers from your calculations to get a more accurate representation of sales performance. Challenge: you need to create a DAX measure that calculates the total sales amount while excluding transactions that fall between the 5th percentile or above the 95th percentile of all sales values. This will allow you to focus on the core sales data and exclude any extreme values that might be distorting your analysis. Which DAX function should you use to identify and exclude these outlier sales transactions based on their percentiles? Option A, Option B, Option C, Option D. The correct answer is Option B. Percentile.inc is used in DAX to calculate percentile threshold such as the 5th and 95th percentiles, including boundary values. These calculated limits can be applied in a filter expression to exclude extreme sales values and focus analysis on typical sales behavior. Question number 175. In your company's Power BI environment, you manage a dataset with a model that includes an employee records table. This table features the following attributes: employee ID, first name, last name, division, earnings. The unique identifier for each employee entry is the employee ID. Your task is to develop a DAX measure that computes the mean earning for staff members who are part of the marketing division. Which DAX formula should you implement? Option A, Option B, Option C, Option D. Correct answer is option C. Average calculates the mean of the earning column, and calculate applies a filter context, so the calculation includes only employees whose division is marketing. This correctly returns the average earnings for marketing staff only. Just a quick reminder, if you don't have time to watch these videos and instead download all questions and answers, feel free to purchase them on Buy Me a Coffee page. I have shared the link below. Question number 176. You are a data analyst for a popular online bookstore. You were tasked with creating a report to analyze customer purchase patterns. The data is stored in an Excel spreadsheet that contains details about each book purchased. You have a table named Book Purchases with the following columns: Purchase ID, Customer ID, Book Title, ISBN, Price, Quantity. Customers can purchase multiple books in a single order, resulting in multiple rows with the same customer ID in the table. You need to create a DAX measure to calculate the total number of unique customers who have made purchases. Which DAX formula should you use? Option A, Option B, Option C, Option D. Correct answer is Option D. Because a single customer can appear in multiple rows when they purchase more than one book, a simple count, or count A, would count transactions rather than customers. Distinct count evaluates the customer ID column and returns the number of unique customers, which correctly represent how many individual customers have made at least one purchase. Question number 177. You are analyzing sales data in Power Query Editor for a retail management system. The dataset includes the following columns: tax due, order ID, shipping cost, order subtotal, items per order. The order ID column serves as a unique identifier for each sales transaction. The order subtotal and items per order column always have data, but the tax due and shipping cost columns sometimes contains null values for transactions where no tax or shipping was charged. You aim to calculate monthly metrics including average number of items per transaction, average shipping cost per transaction, maximum number of items per transactions. What modifications should you make to the query to facilitate these calculations? Option A. Convert null values in the items per order column to 0. Option B. Eliminate rows with null values in the tax due column. Option C. Eliminate rows with null values in the shipping cost column. Option D. Convert null values in the shipping cost column to 0. The correct answer is option D. Convert null values in the shipping cost column to 0. To correctly calculate average shipping cost per transaction, nulls must be treated as 0, where no shipping was charged. Removing rows would distort averages and counts, and items per order already has complete data. Converting null shipping values to zero preserves all transactions and enables accurate monthly metrics. Question number 178. Imagine you are a Power BI administrator responsible for managing your organization's premium capacities. You need to ensure that the capacities are running smoothly, having sufficient resources to handle the workload, and are being utilized efficiently. You also want to be able to identify any performance bottlenecks or issues that might be affecting report performance or user experience. Question: which of the following method provide the most comprehensive way for Power BI Premium Capacity admins to monitor the utilization and performance of their capacities? Option A, by analyzing Azure Monitor logs for Power BI. Option B, by using the Power BI Premium Capacity Matrix app. Option C, by reviewing the Power BI admin portal's usage metrics. Option D, by querying the Power BI activity log through the XMLA endpoint. The correct answer is option B, by using the Power BI Premium Capacity Matrix app. The Premium Capacity Matrix app is specifically designed for Power BI Premium admins to monitor capacity utilization, performance, and health in a comprehensive way. It provides detailed insight into CPU and memory usage, dataset refreshes, and user activity, enabling proactive management of performance and bottlenecks. Other options provide partial or indirect information. Question number 179. Imagine you are a data analyst working for a library. You have two tables in an Azure SQL database, books and loans. The books table contains information about each book in the library, such as title, author, and ISBN. The loans table records information about each book loan, including the borrower's name, loan date, and due date. Both tables are linked by a common column called Book ID. You are building a Power BI report to analyze book loan patterns and identify popular books. You need to combine the books and loans tables into a single table that includes all loan records and their associated book details. Challenge: how should you merge these tables into Power BI Desktop to achieve the following? Include all loan records in the merge table, even if there's no matching book record. For each loan record, include the corresponding book details if available. Exclude any book records that have not been loaned out. Option A, merge the books table into the loans table using a left outer join based on book ID. Option B, append the books table to the loans table. Option C, merge the loans table into the books table using an inner join based on book ID. Option D, create a relationship between the books and loans table in the Power BI data model. The correct answer is option A, merge the books table into the loans table using a left outer join based on book ID. Using a left outer join from loans, books ensures that all loan records are included, even if some loans reference book that might not exist in the books table. The corresponding book details will be added where available. This approach excludes books that have never been loaned because the base table is loans, fulfilling the requirement to focus only on loaned books. Other options either exclude loans, inner join, combine unrelated data, append, or only create relationship without merging tables. Question number 180. You are developing a Power BI report for a real estate company that tracks property sales performance. The report includes a visual that displays the profit margin for each property sold. The profit margin is calculated using a DAX measures. The real estate agents have requested that the report adheres to specific formatting guidelines for clarity. Profit margins must be displayed with 2 decimal places for consistency. Example, 12.34%. Negative profit margins, indicating a loss, must be displayed in red font with parentheses for easy identification. Example, 5.67%. Which 2 actions should you perform in Power BI to meet these formatting requirements? Option A. For the visual, apply conditional formatting to the background color of the data points. Option B. Configure the DAX measure to use a custom format string. Option C. For the visual, apply conditional formatting to the font size of the data labels. Option D. For the visual, set value decimal places to 2 in the formatting options. The correct answers are Option B. Configure the DAX measure to use a custom format string. Option D. For the visual, set value decimal places to 2 in the formatting options. To display profit margins with 2 decimal places and format negative values with parentheses and red font, you should configure the DAX measure with a custom format string that specifies percentage formatting with 2 decimal and negative number style. Additionally, you should set value decimal places to 2 in the visuals formatting options to ensure that displayed values consistently show 2 decimal places. Conditional formatting for background or font size is not needed for this requirement.